What's up, Spectorians? Kevin Wagstaff here. Today we're going to talk about 4 tips that are going to help your SEO in 2019. With it being New Year's resolution season, I didn't want to call it a New Year's resolution because those never get done or they fall off midway through the year after a month. But we're going to just talk about habits and tips, things you can do yourself to help your website rank higher when someone's searching for a home inspector in your city or town. All right, the first tip is on-page optimization, and what that means is the title tag. So you'll look here as I'm hovering over the tab of PacWest Home Inspections. You'll see there's some text there, PacWest Home Inspections, Beaverton, Oregon Home Inspections. So let's drill into a WordPress site. This is a site that we built. So if you click on Edit Front Page, and no matter where your site was built, there should be a place where you can edit or modify these on a per page basis. So every page has a title tag and you should be able to edit it. So I'm going to minimize this a little more so you can still see me. All right. So if you're in WordPress and you scroll down on the home page, we recommend the Yoast SEO plugin. This helps you easily manage your title tags, your meta descriptions. And you can download or you can add the plugin for free if you have a WordPress site. And a quick note for those that don't have a WordPress site, I personally recommend it because 25% of the internet is powered by WordPress. And I do think it is the most flexible and easy to use platform. Of course, I've used it the most. I know Squarespace, Wix are other popular ones out there. But for websites we build them in WordPress just for ease of use, plugins, integrations. And we think it's a stable platform. So when you're in here editing your title tag, you simply click on this here, and this is where you'll put in what is showing up when you hover over this tab up top. So this is where you want to include your company name typically, and also the keywords that people are actually searching for when they're looking for you. So home inspectors, home inspections, property inspections, commercial, residential, whatever you offer. It's worth noting you only get 55 characters here, so you'll want to make sure to pack it full with what you want people to know, so helpful information and keywords. So if you take a look at home inspectors, Beaverton, Oregon, you'll see PacWest up top. They do SEO with us, so that's a good endorsement for our SEO plans. This is not where your title tags show up. They show up right here. So this is what I'm talking about when we're adding those in your dashboard. It's PacWest Home Inspections, Beaverton, Oregon Home Inspections. This is what helps people click through to your site when they type in the word home inspector, home inspections. And don't get too hung up on the difference between home inspector, home inspections. Google's smart enough to figure that out as long as you have one of them in there. And Grant is doing great. Look at this. He's in between Yelp and Home Advisor and sometimes ranks first when I check it. So not saying this alone is going to propel you to the top, but it's a start. And everyone's home page should have their city, their town, and the word home inspector or home inspections in it. So that is the big takeaway. Make sure to get this in your title tag. The second part to that is the meta description, and this is the text that shows up right below, and that is right here. So that's the sentence or two that shows up below your title and then the URL. So you'll want to put cities, towns in there, the word home inspection services. You want to make this a sentence that people can read, but also notice that Google bolds the keywords that you put in there. So if you're in here, you just click on meta description and this takes you to the place where you can write that sentence in. So make sure to do this. This is the most important page to do it on because your home page is typically the one that's going to rank. All right, part of on-page optimization, we look at page speed. So it's something we do for all of the websites that we make. Take your site, copy and paste the URL, and go to gtmetrix.com. That's gtmetrix.com. And you pop in your URL and it runs a speed test. It tells you what's wrong with your site, what you can do to improve your speed. You're gonna want above an 80% because the average is about 79%, I think, or 75 to 79%. But you want to score above an 80. You just want to make sure this isn't hurting you in search results. They give you some actionable tips here. You can open it up If you need help with this, run the score right into the chat bubble and we'd be happy to help out. Tip number 2 is writing some content, whether it's you, a writer, someone overseas, it doesn't matter who writes this for you, just write some content for your site. So if you look at Grant's site here, we'll go to news. This is his blog. And part of the reason why he ranks first is because we've been writing solid content for him for so many months. And it's content like, what should you expect your seller to fix on a home inspection? So if we click into this article, it clearly answers questions, repairs that impact your overall investment, building code violations, safety, things that cost a lot. So this is helpful information for anyone that stumbles across it, let alone every one of his buyers and agents. So to get started, I recommend just writing one article, one thing you're very knowledgeable about, whether it's your construction background, plumbing, electrical, just the general home inspection process if you're a new inspector, but write something or hire someone to write something for you, because this is critical to SEO in 2019, that you have some helpful content and it has to actually answer someone's questions, be helpful to a home buyer. So put yourself in their shoes and write something that'll help them. Tip number 3, go out and get a link that points back to your website. This is one of the 2 biggest factors in Google's algorithm. So there's plenty of places you can go and get links. One being go out and get some directory listings. You can do this on a service like Whitespark or Bright Local. We do it for some of our SEO plans. So feel free to reach out to us with what we mean with that. And all that means is getting your site listed as a business on directories like Yellow Pages, Super Pages, many out there, that's hundreds out there. So get listed there. That's 1. 2, add your website to your forum signatures on Nachi, Ashi, anywhere else where there's a forum where you participate. Make sure to add your website to your signature, because that's a link back to your site. And last, check with agents that you have that are loyal to you, that really like you. Check out their websites. See if they have a place where they link to preferred vendors, preferred contractors. Make sure to get on that list. And if they don't, ask them to put your link on their site anyway. This link is super important. I can't stress the importance of getting these links. So if you need help with a strategy, write in and ask us questions, but I encourage everybody to try to get a link or 2. You'd be surprised how much it actually propels you and helps in the search rankings. All right, those are my 3 tips, really 4 if you count page speed, but those are things you should be doing at a very minimum to set yourself apart and to really look ahead as millennials start to search for their own home inspector. More agents are not in offices anymore, so they search for their own home inspector. So you really want to be there. For those that don't know, there's hundreds and in some cities, thousands of people each month that are searching for the word home inspector or home inspection. And that's data from Google. So these are critically important to focus on in 2019. And if you guys need help with them, write in and ask us. We're happy to help craft a strategy or give you ideas that you can implement on your own for free that don't cost you any money. If you do have the budget and you have more money than time, this is something you should be looking into hiring out. So make sure to have a strategy and a plan going into 2019 and let us know if we can help. Thanks, guys.